there's a couple that people really, really love. So anything to do with like the facial reflexology people love, but anything to do with the head and the feet. So today we are going to do our Indian head massage, okay? So I use this massage oil with soybean and wheat germ, okay? So if you have a nice oil there that you might use in your hair, go and grab it, okay? And we're also going to do a facial massage today, okay? So we're going to do a facial massage and our Indian head massage, okay? So we'll just give everybody a minute to join, and there's more people now. Admit. And I've got a new phone, guys, so I've got a new phone, so I'm still trying to, it does everything at the one time, which is a bit of a pain. So I've deliberately left my hair here looking very ragged today so that I'll get a nice shower it out afterwards, okay? So we're going to do a nice start off. Well, we'll just do some silent meditation for a couple of minutes at the start, just to bring us all down, okay? Just to, I know the mind still will be, you know, chatter, going in lots of different directions, okay? But we'll just start with a couple of minutes of our silent meditation. If nothing else, just to practice being with ourselves quietly and silently, okay? Our good woman Paula has it. Paula's recording this just for the YouTube channel. So just before we start, guys, remember all the external stressors, okay? So the external stressors, they are external to us. They are all evident here in the pandemic. Workplace changes, social changes, everything that's externally going on, things we can't control are happening in the pandemic. So, and then things, so life changes in general, okay? Our internal stressors, just to recap briefly, or before we do our wee quick meditation, our internal stressors, our fears, okay? Our lack of control, our beliefs, and our thoughts, all right? And in a few minutes of meditation, you know, we're not going to uncover an awful lot of stuff, but the idea of these courses is over the sessions and over the weeks and over the months, you just learn to slow down and take time out and reflect, be with yourself, and allow your inner voice to come forward, and your inner voice, so that can be your heart, okay? So your heart's desire, it can be your intuition, okay? Your intuition, your intuitor is another inner voice, okay? I'm not talking about schizophrenia here, obviously. I'm talking about the other parts of us that get relegated to the benches because the mind is so powerful and all controlling and all consuming. So the 10 things, guys, and we're going to do a few of them today again. And remember, we are starting another 6-week course with some new things, some variations from next week. And that takes us right up to Easter then, believe it or not. And then we'll all get a nice break. So remember, just 10 simple stress management tips, self-care tips. Your meditation is very powerful. So the more you can practice, if it's 2 minutes, if it's 3 minutes a day, if it's 5, 20 is very, very good. You're breathing deeply. We're going to be doing some of that today again. Being present, so switching the phones off. So especially if you're working from home and you're in a meeting or you're on a call, switch everything else off, okay? And if nothing else, it allows you to concentrate, to reach out to other people, to talk, tuning into the body. So we're going to be doing that today too. Decompressing, a cold shower. So if you're feeling it's all getting too much, a cold shower does have the effect of shocking the nervous system, okay? So it does actually just like shock the nervous system. It stops the brain, reboots us, okay? Laughter, of course, music, getting moving, more exercise, and being out in nature, all right? So we're just going to come down out of the morning busyness and out of the morning high, okay? And I'm just going to go to the mat a wee minute to sit in meditation pose. You can do this too. You don't have to. So anyone with any, disabilities or in chairs or mobility issues, I'll explain just sitting in meditative pose for that, okay? And you don't need a yoga mat. You don't need a yoga mat. You can just sit on the carpet. So one of the reasons we do yoga, is to allow us to meditate, okay? It is not actually to become more flexible. It is, yes, to allow us to sit comfortably in a meditative pose, okay? So this is known as easy pose. And one of the reasons we do yoga is to allow us to sit comfortably in a meditative pose or state for long periods of time, all right? So I'm sitting up on the bricks here today. If you have a couple of cushions or books or something, you can sit up on it too. Just allows the knees to drop a wee bit, okay? So if you're in a chair, you can do this too. Just have the legs nice and straight, your feet flat. So the proper meditative pose is just to drop the head. And then you're bringing your focus more easily just here to above the eyebrows, the center of the forehead, okay? And also it allows just at the back of the neck here, there's a part of the body called the medulla oblongata, okay? And that's where energy enters and leaves the body. So we'll just do a silent meditation, just sitting, being with ourselves for 3 minutes, seeing what comes up, and whatever comes up, thoughts, feelings, emotions, let them come and let them go.
Time.
crossing the legs over in the other direction for anyone who's on the floor. Just going to our breath now for a couple of minutes and just having the legs in the other direction for balance there. Just breathing in and out through the nose. Big deep breaths in and out through the nose. Just this first 5 minutes we're decompressing ourselves. Keeping your awareness again just at the third eye. Remember, it only takes about 20 minutes every day to go from fight and flight to rest and digest, which is the body's healing modality. And you can do that in 20 minutes of meditation, walking, yoga, running, whatever your way of managing stress and caring for yourself is, whatever works for you. It's just the benefits of yoga and the meditation and the breathing, of course, are the wider relaxation responses are triggered in the body. Just anybody, again, if you're on your mat or the chair, wherever you are, just open out the legs wider there. Just lean forward slightly. Let the head drop. And we're just going to, if you're on a chair, just reach out in front of you, even down between the legs, just to gently release the shoulders and the back and the neck there before we start, okay? And if you're on the floor, just toes up, knees down. Just keep walking the hands forward more and forward more and forward more. Just getting length into the body. A wee stretch out of the legs, the lower back. Keep tuning into the breath. And let's come up out of that. So that was just 6 minutes of, that's just 6 minutes of coming down from busy morning. Somebody has a baby there, so they are definitely busy, okay? Definitely probably in need of some self-care, okay? So we're going to do now some a wee facial massage routine and an Indian head massage. So you don't need to have a nice oil for this, but if you do, just grab it and we'll use it, okay? We'll just start off with the hair, okay? So you can put oil through the hair here. This is why mine was looking so ragged today. I just left it just because I knew this was coming up. And even the action of massaging the oil through the hair, when you're doing that, tune into the body. And if we've no hair, still massage the head, okay? Just still massage the head, because I know there's men in these classes too. Sometimes the men sneak in there on the woman's devices and phones and all, but sure, that's okay. Just getting the oil into the hair or massaging just your hands through the hair, okay? And then I want you to start to just, if you have hair, just start to gently again run your hands through the scalp. Sit nice and comfortably. Just noticing, do you have any tension anywhere in the body? So the shoulders, the tummy is common, the lower back, and the neck. Good. And just drop the head onto the chest. We'll rotate the neck a few times. Big deep breath in. Onto the right shoulder, back of the shoulder, left shoulder and down. Okay, big deep breath in and come up round. Breathing out and come down. Big deep breath in and come up round. Breathing out and come down. Let's go in the other direction. Big deep breath in as we come up round. Breathing out as we come down. Breathing in as we come up round. Breathing out as we come down. Breathing in as we come up round. Just start to massage the scalp there, okay? Anyone who's not able to do this for themselves, hopefully you have somebody who will be able to help you there. And, you know, you can do, and I used to do, and I still do, read lots of stuff on stress management and self-care, okay? But it's until we figure out for ourselves, right, what are our triggers? What is triggering the stress in me, okay? Which are the internal triggers and which are the external triggers? It's till we get a handle on that we're not going to be able to manage our stress or our mental health effectively or efficiently, okay? And then we're just going to make the hands into claws, and let's just make small circular movements with the fingers just through the hair. So what we're doing here is we're bringing blood and oxygen just to the head and to the scalp, and we're refreshing the blood supply just to the head and to the brain. And again, just whatever thoughts come up for us, observe them and let them come and let them go. Maybe our stress comes from taking on too much for other people, being too active. And just keep doing that, especially with the thumbs, nice circular movements just through the hair. Good. And then I want you just to take the palms of the hands and we're just going to shampoo the head, okay? Give the head a nice dry shampoo. And I'm going to see if I can achieve my Boris Johnson look here. That's not too bad. It actually could be a bit more ragged. Kind of look more like Liam Gallagher there, out of Oasis. Liam or Noel Gallagher, maybe. Maybe you just don't think so. Just giving the head a nice shampoo there. And some of you might start to feel heat coming into the head, okay? And you can even let the head go down. And just massage gently. Imagine your hairdresser is just shampooing the hair all over there. Good. And now we're just going to pluck the hair. And if you were on a bus in India, you'd see people doing this, okay? Like mothers to daughters or daughters to mothers and vice versa. Just pluck the hair, okay? So again, just bringing oxygen and fresh blood supply. You can pluck in wee bits there, all the way around the head. And just keep doing your breathing in and out through the nose. This is a good time to just keep doing your breathing. Relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing the tummy. It's Thursday, so any of you working from home and you're homeschooling and all the rest of it, starting to get tired now. So this is a nice time of the day and the week just to be doing your self-care hour. And again, just work your hands through the hair, effleurage, just the scalp. Just moving the scalp with your hands. Big deep breaths in and out through the nose. You're going to feel really relaxed after this, maybe even a wee bit sleepy. And if we're holding tension in the tummy, just breathing into it. We're going to do a longer breathing exercise after this. Good. And then I want you to take your hands again. We're just going to window wipers over the head and down, okay? So just your window wipers. Imagine you've window wipers going there over the head and down. And remember that a lot of stressors are external, but many of them also are internal. So they're stressors that we put on ourselves, okay? Maybe it's not telling that person, I'm sorry, but I just can't do that at the minute, or I can't do that today. You know, that's okay too, okay? Especially if we're feeling overwhelmed or too busy or anything like that. Okay, now guys, I want you just to get your thumbs, bring them in around the back of the ears and just along the bone there, from the back of the ear to the center of the skull, okay? And anywhere, this is where we hold tension in the skull. So just work along that bone, and anywhere you have tension, stay there and just massage it out, okay? So this is the last of these 6 sessions, but we're starting again all over next week. Last of these 6 sessions, okay? And this is your occipital ridge. But today we're going to go nice and slowly and nice and relaxed and apply good firm pressure. So I have some sensitivity or tenderness there, just right over sort of in the wee gap between where the bones of the skull meet there. So that is where all of the nerves go up through from the spinal cord into the brain, through that wee gap. So you're just massaging all the way along the bone till you reach that point. And anywhere you've tenderness or sensitivity, massage it out. You can leave it and come back to it, but after about 3 or 4 times, now I look like Wurzel Grummage, after about 3 or 4 times, you really, really will notice that the tenderness starts to dissipate a wee bit, okay? Good. Coming up then from the back of the head, I want you to massage just with your fingers and your hands up over the head, massaging forward, bringing the hair forward. And again, just massaging all off the head there. And then you can go back, like I say, to any part of the occipital ridge there that feels tender, or any part of the hair that feels tender, any part of the scalp. Just keep breathing in and out through the nose. Good. And now we're just going to tap the head. So just taking all of the fingers and the thumbs, just tap gently over the head. And just again, massage the head, either side to side or back to front. Breathe in big deep breaths in and out through the nose. And now we're going to just take the hands and we're going to just coming up along the center of the skull there. So you know the way your skull's two hemispheres. I want you just to press down on those points. So your fingertips are close together at the center of the skull, just pressing on the head all the way back and down onto the neck. And we will come onto the neck and the tops of the shoulders, a very common place to hold stress. Take the hands out a wee bit then, and the same thing, press down on your pressure points all the way over the skull and down. So we're just relieving pressure out of the skull. And come back to the front again, and again, just bring your hands all the way over and down. Good. Now I'm just going to put on a wee bit more oil here to do the neck. I'm just going to bring your hands around if you can and just give the neck, the tops of the shoulders if you can, and just to wherever you can reach to, a nice massage, okay? Because we're not able to get massages at the minute, so you might feel some knots in there. And again, just applying firm pressure. Some knots in these shoulders here. Good, good, firm pressure. It won't be the same as a proper massage you get if you were out, but we have to make do. And use good, firm pressure with your fingers. Really dig into the muscles around the neck there. And then you can massage or effleurage them out. And you will feel them start to loosen up and open up a wee bit, okay? And I might start next week with this, guys, because it'd be good to do it just one after the other, you know, to keep just the stress in the shoulders and the neck at bay there, and then help your arm, one arm up there and down round the back of the neck. Remember to drink plenty of water after this, just because you are releasing toxicity from the body, especially the neck, the upper shoulders, and into the head. So give the neck there, front, sides, and back, a nice firm massage. And if you feel a lump, like in terms of a stress bump there, just keep working on it. Again, just to wherever you can reach. Coming back just to the neck, giving the neck, the muscles of the neck a nice massage. Keep breathing in and out. And then just start to take the hands over the face, okay? So it's very, very relaxing this, okay? Just taking the hands over the face. Use a nice cream there if you have it. A nice cream as opposed to a nice cream. Correct. Yeah. Good. And again, just up through the hair, massaging through the hair. And now, guys, imagine you're lying in Tenerife and the sun's shining down and the sea is blue. There's no harm in a wee bit of visualization. Just come back again if you need to the neck and the shoulders. Getting lost in ourselves now. Losing the run of ourselves, maybe. So what? And there's another lump on that left shoulder there. Oh, gonna need a good massage. Guys, when this is over, the first thing I'm doing is booking a massage. And just giving the face there a nice effleurage and across the face. And then just using circular movements, coming up the face and into the hairline and just back through the hair again. So I'm just wearing an old top here for this. And then we're just going to massage the temples with our fingers, okay? Massaging the temples with our fingers. And then just coming back through the hair. So you can also just take the 2 reflex points there for the mind on the forehead, just at the top of those bones. Breathing in and out through the nose, massaging again just through the hair. And then just coming to the center of the forehead, top of the forehead there. Just again, giving that point of massage for the sympathetic nervous systems. This is the point for our fight and flight, okay? The sympathetic nervous system. And just want you to give that a good massage. And then go back to the temples. And again, just taking the fingers up and over the head, through the head, down the neck, back into the shoulders, tops of the shoulders even if you want to, and the upper arms, just wherever you can reach to. If anyone's doing this for somebody else, lucky you. And then we're just going to take our hands and we're just going to massage the forehead just across there. Again, put on more oil if you need to. I'm just switching for the face now to the Tropic Super Greens. And just massaging that into the skin, and then you can leave that on for an hour or so. So just massage across the forehead. And then just up the face, stroke up the face, bringing the heel of the hand all the way up the face, starting with the fingers. Then just taking the fingers to the eyebrows here, and we're just going to press all the way along the eyebrows. Okay, just pressing all the way along the eyebrows. Just going across the bones then, out to the ears. Just doing the ears, massaging the ears. Remember, the whole body is mapped on the ears too. It's just that you would use the ears more for acupuncture. And back through the hair, just taking it at your own time. And then just into the grooves at the side of the mouth, side of the nose, just massaging up and down there, bridging the nose, up and down along the sides of the nose. Then just underneath the center and the side of the nostrils, the pressure points here. Just letting go of all tension, stress out of the body. Massaging just the face in an upwards, circular motions again. Through the hair. And again, back down into the neck and the shoulders. And remember, just keep going back to any areas that are sensitive or tender. You wouldn't get rid of any tension in one go. You just keep going back 3 or 4 or 5 times till you ease that out, okay? And then you're just going to take the 2 thumbs and you're going to come in underneath the cheekbones there with the thumbs and just pull those out to the ears, just coming down the sides of the neck. So we're draining away to the lymphatic now. Just do that about 3 times. And then we're just going to massage the jawline, which is the reproductive system. And just keep breathing in and out through the nose. And again, just in circular motions up over the face. Turning your head to the right and just massage there the side of the neck. And the throat for the thyroid. And then the other side. And hopefully this helps take away some of the stress in the face, the neck, and the shoulders. There is a knot there in my left shoulder, and I don't know if you guys can hear it cracking or not, but I can certainly hear it cracking. And then we're just going to massage the forehead again, the mental area, just up into the top of the forehead. And again, just in claw movements, good firm pressure up through the head and just over the head. And again, just bringing the thumbs in to the occipital ridge at the back of the head, the skull, and just bringing your hands through the hair again. Breathing into that. Just then we're going to chop with the side of your hand, just chopping down one side of the head and then the other. And we're going to finish off by just gently feathering up over the third eye. And we're just going to sit with ourselves. After that lovely relaxing treatment, that was 32 minutes, we're going to sit with ourselves for another just 3 minutes. Again, to notice how we feel. And just letting everything come and go. We're going to move now to a breathing exercise, the one that creates nitrate oxide in the body, okay? It's created in the sinuses. And this is a Nobel Prize winning molecule, nitrate oxide, was discovered in 1998, and it's responsible for healing a variety of things in the body, okay? Breathing in and out through the mouth, guys, does not create this molecule, but breathing in and out through the nose and vibrating the sinuses does. So how we do it is, we might have done it before in this group, but I mightn't have explained how or why it works. We were just practicing. So we breathe in, and then we for as long as we can, and we feel the sinuses vibrating. And the nitrate oxide is created in the sinuses, okay? And this breathing practice increases the nitrate oxide by 15%, okay? What it does is it relaxes the inner muscles of the blood vessels in the body, causing them to widen and increases circulation, so improves circulation, and allows blood, nutrients and oxygen to travel to the body more effectively and more efficiently. So what we're going to do is, we're going to breathe in through the nose just for as long as we can, and then we're going to breathe out making that humming sound. Usually I can go up to between 34, 35 seconds, so I'll end it wherever I end it, and just wherever you get to, okay? All right, so just on the count of 3, 2, 1, big deep breath in through the nose. Good, that was 30 seconds. I'm just going to grab some water. That was 30 seconds. Now, I always find that it helps to count inwards when I'm doing that, okay? And what it's also training us to do is just not take a big deep breath in and then just expel all the air in one go. That we have to control the release of the exhale, okay? And this is what also turns on our calming nervous system. So we'll try it again. Okay. And also, just when you think you've no more air to exhale, tighten and pull in the tummy, and that gives you a few more seconds of the exhalation of the stale air, okay? All right, we will go in 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll practice one more time. Just let your breathing return to normal. Okay, so we're building lung capacity there, as well as course of producing the nitrate oxide and the nitrate oxide and actually the fewer breaths you take, the healthier you are. You live longer, okay? So we're training ourselves to really control the exhale, okay? So just while we're preparing for the last one, okay? What is happening in the brain or the body when we are stressed, okay? Well, the amygdala is like a wee nut-shaped, almond-shaped part of the brain. There's 2 of them. It's a collection of cells, okay? And if we are stressed or living in anxiety, fear, or trauma, the amygdala gets larger, okay? The amygdala gets larger, and then it starts to override. It's like one of the emotional centers of the brain, but then it starts to override the prefrontal cortex of the brain, which is our memory, our self-control, flexible thinking, personality, expression, and decision-making, okay? So if the amygdala is enlarged because of anxiety, stress, fear, and trauma, that has an impact on all those other functions of the brain. And the 10 things that I talked to you about at the start and the whole way through are ways to keep the amygdala at a normal level, okay? And remember, the stress, the anxiety, the fear, and the trauma release stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline into the body, okay? And again, breathing practice helps to keep your stress hormones regulated, all right? So we will just go again on the hummingbird or the bee's breath in 3, 2, 1. Good, well done everybody. Okay, I think we've time for a couple of yoga poses. Again, either from your chair or from the floor. Just a few wee stretches before we do our final meditation. So my hand is just a hand slippy there from the oil. Okay, so again guys, you can be on the floor or you can be on the chair. So if you're on the chair, we're going to want to get the back stretched out nicely, okay, because we've worked the neck, the shoulders. So I just want you to fold forward, turning the heels out, dropping the head, getting a nice stretch off the back there, okay? Breathing into it. I know it's more difficult with the head down, but you can look up if you want to. And then for those of you who are on the floor, we'll just do a couple, we'll do the same on the floor. So we're just going to try and touch the toes. So just taking the hands as far down the body as we can. So we're just pulling out the back here, just stretching out the legs. If you can't get the hands to the feet, dropping the head, letting the whole body relax. Breathing into that. Again, just if you're on the chair, just keep holding the pose. Just allowing the back to open up and keeping the knees down and the toes up there. Again, just holding your pose to give a nice stretch out of the back. Relax your whole body, guys. Just keep holding your pose and let's come up out of that. Okay. All right, let's just stand again. Let's just work the waist, the shoulders. If we're on the chair, that's okay. Just up onto the feet. Remember, heels out, toes in a wee bit, okay? Big deep breath in, arms up. So we're just going to have the ears between the elbows, and we're going to lift up, lift up, lift up. Tighten your core, tighten your tummy. Bum back, reaching out. Just reaching out far in front. And just taking the hands into claws wherever you can there, onto the floor in front. If you're on a chair, reach out onto another chair or something in front of you if you have it there. Turning those heels out, just getting a wee stretch up the back of the legs, into the calves. Just relaxing the whole of the body again. Go to your breathing. And if you're on a chair and you don't have anything in front of you, just rest the hands on the arms of the chair, just allowing the head to drop forward again. Good. Coming back up out of that. Okay, so we're just going to take the hands, just for the shoulders again, common stress area. Take the hands behind the back, clasp the hands, and I want you to pull the hands down towards the bum. So the shoulders are opening up here more, the chest. You're pulling the shoulders back. You're squeezing in the shoulder blades. You're bringing the hands down towards the bum. Breathing into that. Big deep breaths in and out through the nose. Remember, guys, breathing in and out through the mouth does nothing for us. If you're driving, if you're stressed, if the kids are doing your head in, if your partner's driving you nuts, go to your breath. Nobody will notice you're doing it. You might be about to explode, but everyone else, you'll appear calm. Breathing in and out through the nose. Big deep breaths. Feeling the shoulders relax. And onto your mats just for your guided relaxation. Well done, everybody. So remember to contact Northern Ireland Rural Women's Network if you want to sign up for the next 6-week programme. We will be doing different things. We will be continuing on with some of the themes from this 6-week programme because we haven't even really started to explore the unconscious yet, and how our unconscious is where most of our reality and where we live even and where we operate out of comes from, okay? I'm sorry to tell you guys, but we're not acting consciously most of the time, even though we think we are. We're not. The dreams can be a lovely indicator of where our real state is, okay, how our real state is, how our unconscious is. We get messages and symbols and signals through our dreams, okay? We'll talk more about that. But just do register again through Northern Ireland Rural Women's Network for the next 6-week programme starting next week. And I haven't sent it to them yet, but I will. And I'm just finessing it. Just lie back there on your mats or on your chairs and just we're a wee bit more relaxed and chilled out and de-stressed than what we were at the start. Again, just coming into a meditative position, dropping the head slightly, bringing your awareness to your third eye that's located between the eyebrows. And you don't need to worry about breathing practice now. And I do want you to imagine that you're just walking along a beautiful, warm, white beach. You're somewhere in the Caribbean, the sun's shining, and you're just relaxed and calm and at peace. And all tension and stress has left the body. And you just see a cave in front. And you walk in the direction of the cave. It seems to be beckoning you forward, drawing you forward. You dip your toes in the water as you walk along. And the water's cool underneath the feet, soothing the feet, taking away any aches or pains out of the body. You keep walking in the direction of the cave, and it's cool. The entrance to the cave is cool. In the midday sun, you enter the cave and you just lie down on the lovely cool sand, and your body's really heavy on the sand. You close your eyes. Your mind's completely clear. Your thoughts aren't racing or jumping. Your body is really relaxed. Your head just sinks heavily into the sand, and your shoulders and the upper back and the lower back in your body just starts to get heavier and heavier. And your forehead feels light. And your cheeks and jaw feel light, and you just let your jaw open, let your tongue hang heavy in the mouth, letting the air circulate in and around. Your chest, heart and lungs feel lovely and light. Your tummy, your pelvis, the emotional centre of the body. Your hips and thighs, knees, your calves are sinking heavy into the cool sand, and your heels and your toes feel just lovely and relaxed from the cooling water. And you feel at one with everything around you, the earth and the water, the sea, the sky, the clouds, the sun. You feel a part of everything, that you are linked and connected to the universe. You feel completely calm and at peace. And if anyone wants to lie on there for a few minutes, that's fine. Just stay resting. And remember, we're back next week for a new 6-week program of self-care. And I also do, if anyone wants to start yoga, you can check out my own yoga page, well worth it, or my personal page, just info me, but do register again, and there might be a new link for this class next Thursday, I'm not sure. So well done everyone, namaste. And like I say, I'll end the session now, but for anyone who wants to meditate on, reflect on, thanks everybody. Thanks Kelly. Well done guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye.